Okay. Hi, it's Eileen Torres here in Nyack, New York, to see what Frankie Vasquez so properly called the best band in the world. He hit the nail on the head when he said that. And he also privately said to me, "You are about to meet the salsa diva in the music industry." So before us today, we have this talent that is so incredible by the name of Cita Rodriguez, who is the new star of the Mambo Legends Band. So Cita, we are so happy to have you here today. How does it feel to be the star of the greatest band in the world?
Oh my God. First of all, hi. Hi. I don't consider myself the star, but thank you for saying that. I'm just very happy to be a part of this wonderful, incredible band. It's an honor for me. Not in my wildest dreams would have I ever thought about being a part of a band like this.
Well, we traveled all the way from D.C. because we had to hear this band, and it was the best night. Now, what I'd like to know is, when did your career begin? First of all, when did you start singing?
I started singing when I was very, very young. You know, we used to do little shows for the family. You know, when you have those family gatherings, and the aunts and the grandparents and all the cousins are reunited, and okay, it's showtime. And I would always sing and dance, and I had a cousin who was a comedian, and one would dance more and stuff like that. So that's where I began.
Okay. The first time I saw you was at SOB's for the Latin Beat Magazine 10-year anniversary, and you were singing with Jimmy Bosch's band. It was you and Ray Bayona. And I was like, who is that woman?
Really?
Yes.
Didn't I just do coro there?
But your voice was coming through.
Thank you so much.
And I knew in those days that we were going to be hearing more of you.
Really?
What was your first big gig?
With my father, Cita Rodriguez. That's when I started singing. The first gig I did with Papi was for Show de las 12, Channel 4. Luis Vigoró was the host, and his wife, Lidia Chavarria. And accidentally, one of the choristas couldn't make it. And he asked me, "Te atreve?" And I said, yeah. I was 16 years old.
Wow.
And I did the show, and Guapa Televisión. We used to live in Puerto Rico. And from there on, I stayed. Before that, when I was a little kid, he used to do gigs like in parks and festivals and things like that. And I would always stand in the corner waiting for him to give me the okay to go in and just dance. You understand? Because I just needed to dance. So I would stand in the corner like anxious. And he used to, I would just wait for him to look at me. And when he used to go like this, I was, let's do this.
So did you want to be a dancer, or did you want to be a singer?
My thoughts were to be a singer. No, that was my thought. But I've always loved to dance salsa. Always loved to dance salsa.
Now, how do you feel being a up-and-coming star in such a male-dominated industry? How do you feel that your role is today?
Well, I feel wonderful. What people think about female singers, I don't know.
Well, there's not that many, or there haven't been that many. I mean, there are more now. We're having more and more women break into the industry, but you have fully penetrated this industry. So how does it feel to be a woman who is such a success with the top-rated band, in my opinion, in the salsa industry today?
You know what? It feels great. It feels just wonderful. When I'm on stage, I forget about all my problems, because we all have problems, right? All the bills I have to pay, I don't think about none of that. And I feel free. I feel fantastic. It's like one of the best feelings. I can't even explain to you how I feel when I'm on stage. Being with the Mambo Legends, it's a different sound, because you know it's a big band. It's a different swing, and you saw the first set. It just makes me go crazy, right?
Well,
in a good way, in a
it
good
made
way,
the
right?
audience go crazy too, because to see that there are 11 horns, a lot of times that's more than orchestras have in their entire personnel. So there's 11 horns, and then you've got, and by the way, the name is so aptly describing who these musicians are. These are the names that we saw on the album jackets way back when, and they only get better with age. Music and dancing, the older you get, the better you can be. So imagine how you're going to be in 20 years.
I have the slightest idea. But hopefully everything will go fine, you know?
Who did you listen to? Well, first of all, what kind of music did you like as a youngster, and who did you listen to?
I used to listen to Cita Rodriguez.
Really? Where at?
You understand? That man was and continues to be my inspiration. The reason why I sing is because in my mind, I really feel the need to keep my father's music going. This here has nothing to do with my father's music. This is like something that just came about, and I'm going for it. You understand? But after my father passed away, Cita Rodriguez wasn't going to sing anymore because I was just fine with doing chorus, coro with my father, doing a couple of duos with my father, singing one tune by myself that I recorded with Papi and my brother in the CD called Generaciones.
Right.
And I was content with that. Right? Los triunfos de Papi eran míos. But when Papi passed away, I said, oh, well, that's the end of that. But then I did a couple of gigs here and there with Pacheco inviting me to do this, whatever. So one day I said, you know what? I can do this. And Glee, from the one that used to run
Yeah,
the Copacabana,
right.
she was always on top of me. You gotta do your own band. You gotta. So I called her. You know what? I'm gonna do my band, and with the purpose of just keeping my father's legacy going. So when I sing with my band, I do most of my father's tunes. Well, I sing. Everything I sing is like mostly Papi's tunes because I've never recorded a CD on my own. You understand what I'm saying? So out of that, couple of things have come about, like the Mambo Legends. I just finished recording 2 tunes by myself with them, and one with Frankie Vázquez, and it comes out, I think, next month in June. So, like I say, a gozar se ha dicho.
Well, your father, to many of us, was Señor Elegante. He was, you know, elegance personified. Plus, he was such a fabulous dancer, and he had such class, and he had such a beautiful voice. I saw him many times. I saw him in my hometown, Lorain, Ohio, way back in the 70s. And I have the album of you and your brother singing. Oh, yes, oh, yes. And we're just so absolutely proud of you, and
Thank you so much.
so glad that you recognize the women in the audience, and I loved what you said, that you are there to represent
And
us.
that's what it's all about. To me, you understand? That's what it's all about. I can identify with everybody wherever I go. Like I say, everybody has their story. Everybody has their own thing going on. And I try to deal with reality. You understand? For all the single ladies in the house, because I'm single. For all the single mothers in
We
the
are.
house, because I'm a single mother. For everybody who gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning to work and struggle, hey, I'm one of you. And this is what it's all about. You understand? And we got to do what we have to do. And we have to keep it moving. Like I say, pa'lante pa' allá, pa' atrás ni pa' coger el impulso. And I want no excuses.
Right.
And this is how it is. So